How do you see Modi and Trump and India and the United States play out over the next 4 years? Is Trump going to insist that Modi and India back America more and take America's side more openly and firmly than it has in the past?
I don't think so. I think on this one, there will be more continuity than people might expect, uh, because we saw that in Trump one. The truth is at this point, India and the US's relationship is beyond personalities. It has essentially become a structural, strategic alliance in which both countries recognize there are deep benefits to maintaining and deepening the cooperation. There are going to be problems; those are dealt with in a fairly, in a diplomatic way. Uh, I suspect that what you're going to see with Trump is very strong geopolitical alliance.
How do you see the China-India dynamic play out over the next 4 years? China's army was heavily deployed on the line of actual control since Galwan. Almost as suddenly and abruptly as they came in, they dialed back. Now disengagement has been proceeding. Do you see this thawing of relations between Delhi and Beijing pick pace over the next 4 years?
I think it fundamentally depends on whether Xi Jinping came into power with a very particular set of ideas, a much more aggressive China around the world, a much stronger Chinese Communist Party at home, a much weaker private sector. And in all those areas, I would argue he has failed. His wolf warrior diplomacy resulted in, India becoming much more hostile to China than it had been before the Himalaya stuff. Australia becoming much more hostile to China before they made those 14-point demands. The Philippines, which he thought he had flipped back to the United States and invited American forces in. You go country after country. Europe had been on the verge of signing a trade deal with China, and then that has completely gone away. Similarly, domestically, you look, the private sector economy being battered has been terrible for the Chinese economy.